All right, so Sean Diddy Combs has been hit with a new superseding indictment. And as much as that sounds awesome for people who want to see Diddy go down, because for those unclear on what a superseding indictment means, it means it's a new indictment that has all of the charges from the original indictment and then has added on additional charges. It actually is not as simple as it sounds. You know, I had been assuming that when they were going to hit him with a superseding indictment, that meant that there were going to be a bunch of additional crimes that were going to be named in this prosecution. And I got to be honest, dude, there are... I don't know. There's a concern about this case all of a sudden, at least for me, because I had two things, get me up to speed today. Okay. One, obviously, is a superseding indictment that I'm gonna go through, but I saw this after I saw a ruling made by the judge related to the freak-off tapes that the defense is trying to get full access to. Okay. Now, this is a crazy situation that I was not aware of prior, okay? And we're going to talk about it because the freak-off tapes are apparently only allowed to be viewed by the attorneys. Like, they're not going to be able to use them in court, okay? So the attorneys are very actively on the Diddy side trying to get these tapes so that they can show them because they believe that it demonstrates that this is all consensual and that there's, there's no other celebrities in there and blah, 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 blah. And they're saying basically they're putting it out there exactly who is on these tapes. And again, it's very interesting, dude. Now, do I think that Diddy is a predator? Absolutely 100%. Am I kind of at a loss for why he's only being prosecuted for the stuff that he is? Absolutely, I am. Do I think that there are some major problems with the case all of a sudden now that I've been, kind of up to date on this? Like, yes. And this is a very weird situation. Like, Diddy is obviously a predator. We talked about this yesterday. I told you guys that woman's story that's on video. Why is he not being prosecuted for that? Right? Like, why is he not being prosecuted for hog-tying a girl and doing what he did? Okay. The prosecution is based on a bunch of other stuff, right? And the Cassie thing is heavily involved. That's what they're looking to get their hands on, are the Cassie tapes. Anyway, we're going to get into all of it, but we'll jump into that right now, as a matter of fact. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. I appreciate you guys doing that. And also, I want to tell you guys about something real quick. Hey, you want to know how we eradicate people like Diddy out of the world and out of the music business? Is you promote people on your own. So these are the Bandana Brothers. I know both these kids. They've come to events of ours. They are both up-and-coming little cage fighters who are vicious little bastards, but they're also exceptionally talented country music singers that are out of Tennessee. Like, I know these guys personally. They've come to my events. I'm telling you, give them a look, dude. The Bandana Brothers official is their Instagram. They also cage fight. Listen how talented they are.
Well, the sheriff got wind that Amos was in the swamp trapping alligator skin. So he snuck in the swamp, gonna get the boy, but he never come out again.
Couple teenagers, dude, doing it big. Fuck Diddy. Go follow these guys. Give them a look. And you want to know why I'm doing this also? Because their dad asked me to. So it's a father helping his incredibly talented teenage sons promote their music. If you want to support a thing like that, like I do, go do it. It didn't pay me nothing. I support them. You guys can support them too. All right, so I'm actually going to start with the freak-off tapes and the situation there because this is actually very telling, and I think it may have something to do with the superseding indictment because I think that this demonstrates that the prosecution might not be as confident in their case as they're leading on. Okay, so Sean Combs' lawyers say freak-off videos show fully consenting adults. So the legal team argues that Combs deserves his own copies of the explicit videos, which are now in the hands of prosecutors so he can prepare his defense. Okay. So the, oh God, Rolling Stone. Really? You're not going to let me see this article? I hate Rolling Stone. Everything about Rolling Stone sucks. But, just to kind of run through what the current situation is, it's that the lawyers can view them only, right? And it has to do with protecting protecting victims' anonymity or whatever. But I'll let you hear what their argument is because, like, the defense's argument is not wrong. It's not unreasonable at all. So Sean Diddy Combs' legal team has now reviewed videos of the embattled hip-hop mogul's so-called freak-offs at the heart of the prosecutor's case against him and are claiming the footage shows no evidence of criminal activity. In a letter to Judge filed in New York federal court Tuesday, Combs' attorney said freak-off videos obtained by the U.S. attorneys make abundantly clear that that they confirm Mr. Combs' innocence and asked the judge to order the government to create electronic copies of the videos for Combs' team to use during the upcoming trial. So they're saying basically, when we read the rest of it, but what they're saying is they're like, Cassie is not only a willing participant, she is really enjoying herself. And listen, I think the only way for us to know for sure is if they show them to us, Like, I'm just curious, does she look happy or not? And by the way, if I thought for 1 second that she was going to look like she was being forced into anything, I don't want to watch that. But I have a feeling she's going to look pretty enthusiastic about it, considering she was doing it for 10 fucking years. And again, I just think that the Cassie Ventura stuff, he beat her up. There you go. That's your, he hired prostitutes. There you go. Crime. Like drugs, crime. And there are a million other people who are saying that he violently assaulted them. Like, why is this? Like, because when you get in the indictment, dude, it's all about Cassie, it seems like. Where you're like, So Combs' attorneys viewed the evidence under the supervision of law enforcement on November 20th and December 13th for the filing. They described the evidence as 9 videos depicting 6 unambiguous consensual sexual encounters with, quote, victim 1, who has been identified from previous filings as Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. The filing also claimed Cassie's lawyers handed the videos to the government. And you want to know what that means? They were taken on Cassie's devices. She's the one who had them. Okay? So that's really important, right? They went and they seized Diddy's hard drives, and that's not where they got this. They got this from Cassie Ventura. Cassie Ventura still had the videos. Okay? Cassie Ventura still had the videos. Okay? Is that a little bit weird? Like, if this was some, like, terrible crime that you were the victim of, or you know what I mean? You're all, I'm just going to keep those. Maybe if she intended on using them against him at some point. I don't know. Prosecutors had previously negotiated the strict conditions allegedly requested by Cassie to protect her privacy under which the videos could be viewed. Okay, so, that's not unreasonable, right? However, Combs' team says these terms cause a real and substantial risk that Mr. Combs' defense will be hampered by limited access to the videos. As such, they are requesting for the judge to amend... What on earth? Sorry about that. To amend the protective order so U.S. Attorney's Office can electronically produce the videos to Combs' attorneys. Attorneys for Cassie and a spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York declined to comment when reached by USA Today. In their filing Tuesday, Combs' legal team blasted the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York paternalistic and sexist and puritanical views perpetuating stereotypes of female victimhood and lack of agency. These videos do not depict sex parties. They are not secret cameras, no orgies, no other celebrities involved, no underground tunnels, no minors, and not so much as a hint of coercion or violence. Far from the government's lurid descriptions, the videos show adults having consensual sex, plain and simple, the filing said. Okay, so this is what I'm saying, right? And I just want to keep on reiterating this. I am not saying Diddy's innocent at all. What I'm talking about is it seems to me like they are picking and choosing what they include in the indictment to try to convict him without dirtying up like any other celebrities. Okay? That is what I just want to be crystal clear about that. That is what I'm saying. I am not saying Diddy's innocent. I'm saying that it seems like the government is very intentionally excluding things that would absolutely be easy, slam dunk, criminal activity from Diddy. And they're doing it specifically to protect other celebrities they don't want caught up in this. Okay. I think that the reason this happened is because Diddy filed a lawsuit against Diageo and cost them billions of dollars. Like, you don't get away with that. Okay. And again, this would probably fall into everyone who I know's, kind of belief system that there is a certain caliber of people that are protected from criminal prosecution in almost every case if they stay within line. And Diddy was in that. And then he went against them when he sued them and cost them billions. And so they're like, oh, what's this guy been doing? Let's bury him. Because honestly, where are the co-defendants? Where are his co-defendants? Okay, you can't have it both ways. Like, I think Diddy is one of the most prolific, predators ever. Do not twist what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is a good person. I'm not saying that he's innocent. I'm saying this is, in my opinion, clear cut that they are trying to build the entire case against Diddy on just the Cassie one that everybody already knows about, because it's not going to involve any other celebrities. And I have a fucking pretty big problem with that, dude. Because if there are other, predators out there, bury them all, dude. I don't care. You know what I mean? Let's bury them all in jail. So in 2024, grand jury indictment that charges Combs with racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. Federal prosecutors claim the rapper used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. This is what I was saying. When I read the indictment, I'm like, none of this sounds criminal to me. Like, not racketeering criminal. They hired male escorts to bang his wife because they're like hot wife things. You know what I mean? Where is all the real heavy criminal stuff that we all know he's been doing? Okay, he arranged, directed, and masturbated during, often electronically recorded, these elaborate and produced sex performances. That's not illegal. U.S. attorneys alleged. Combs also threatened victims' careers, livelihood, included if they resisted participating in freak-offs, and used the sensitive, embarrassing, and incriminating recordings that he made during freak-offs as collateral to ensure the continued obedience and silence of his victims. Now, again, I think what's going to happen is Cassie's going to testify, and she's going to tell her side of the story. And the reason they are trying to suppress these videos is because the videos are going to tell a very different story about the actual freak-offs and her, participation in them. That's what I think, And so, okay, so this says, dig deeper, everything you need to know. What on earth? Wait, what? Dig deeper. The Sean Diddy sexual abuse lawsuit, everything you need to know. If you mute Diddy songs, what about his hits with Mary J. Blige, Mariah, J-Lo? What? Lawyers want his victim. Oh, each of these is its own. Okay. All right. That's weird. So in previous filings, prosecutors claimed among the evidence in their possessions are dozens of video recordings created by Combs with freak-off victims. Following raids on his Los Angeles and Miami homes last March, investigators allegedly seized more than 90 cell phone, laptops, cloud storage, whatever. Okay, they say dozens, so there's only 9. There's only 9 in this Cassie thing. So maybe they have a lot more, right? But bottom line, that's what they're asking for, okay? That is what they're asking for, is they want access to those videos so that they can, build their case off them, and they want to show them. Now, the superseding indictment. Now, the reason why this coming out, where I was like, geez, dude, is because, candidly, what I read in the, about those freak-off tapes makes me think, I'm like, maybe their case is not as strong as they're leading on. Because now, again, this is what the superseding indictment is, okay? Sean Diddy Combs hit with a new indictment in sex trafficking case. Prosecutors allege the abuse went on for 20 years from 2004 to 2024. Okay, so here are the details. Sean Diddy Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires over a longer period of time than first alleged. Federal prosecutors in New York said in a superseding indictment filed Thursday. The indictment contains no new charged crimes, but includes additional conduct as part of an alleged racketeering conspiracy, which prosecutors now say spanned a longer time frame of about 20 years from 2004 to 2024. So maybe they have a new witness that is from before, the time frame, and so they're bringing that's why they're extending it. Prosecutors also included additional victims of Combs' alleged sex trafficking. The superseding indictment said Combs assaulted not only women but also his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. The alleged violence was most vivid in a video of Combs kicking, dragging, and throwing a vase at then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in Los Angeles hotel. Superseding indictment says Combs, with the assistance of several close associates, paid hotel security $100,000 for the footage. The superseding indictment alleges Combs used force, coercion, and so the bottom line, and the reason, like I said, that this is, a little bit concerning to me, is that there are no additional charges. And, and as you look, like, Combs did not immediately respond to new indictment, but has previously pleaded not guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. Is scheduled for trial on May 5th. Man, we are going to do some numbers on this channel starting in May. Good Lord. It's going to be fun, dude. because I love following trial cases, and this is one where I really hope he goes down, dude. I really, really, really hope he goes down. The latest indictment contains no new offense. Okay, so, listen, like I discussed yesterday, this is what I really, really highly suggest everyone does, okay? Go to... Oh my God, the Candace Owens becoming Bridget thing is, oh my God, I'm going to definitely watch that. Okay, but here is what we're going to do. All right. I'm sorry. The fall of Diddy. Okay. So this right here, I am telling you, you need to watch this documentary. Okay. It is really, really, really excellent. I'm trying to find a trailer that I like. So yeah, here's a trailer.
I've been quiet for 18 years.
I am absolutely nervous sharing what I've seen.
Oh, I didn't know that. The same people made that documentary as made Quiet on Set. I had no idea. That's interesting.
I can no longer just remain silent.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, that girl, she was the lead editor at Vibe magazine, and Diddy got into it with her over some pictures that she was going to use for the cover of Vibe, and he came down there to try, like, with a bunch of goons, and she had to hide and shit, and like nuts.
Sean Diddy Combs.
Oh man, I can't show that clip. I want to see if they've got Talia Graves on here, because I want to show you her talking, just because she's the one who threw up, that we talked about. I mean, dude, they go through the whole thing of him shooting there she is. This is her.
That I was the only victim. Why did I?
Yeah. He's a monster, dude. I just don't even know what else to say, dude. He is a genuine monster. Very, very scary dude that I hope never gets out of prison. Anyway, that's what I got. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Bye-bye.